my name is Beth Highland here for Board Game Geek. I'm sitting down with Jamie Johnson from Holy Grail Games, and you have to tell me what you brought, because we don't have a box yet.
No, we don't have a box yet, but a lot of people may recognise at least the name for this project, because this isn't a brand new game. We are republishing kind of a classic game, as it were, called Rallyman. This new version is called Rallyman GT.
So in case of the Rallyman,
exactly.
If you wanted to look it up.
Rally is in rally, exactly. Rally as in the driving sports, basically. We kind of rethemed it towards GT, it being a slightly more popular racing theme, I suppose. But for all the Rallyman fans out there, don't worry, we will be coming back to that and maybe talk about that a bit later.
Someone can quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you and I did the video together for the last publishing of Rallyman.
Of Rallyman? No, definitely not me.
No, not you.
Definitely not me.
All right, we'll have to go look through the archives and see.
We've only been on this for a year. The author, I don't know if you may have done it with the author, very eccentric chap, rather weird combination of rally pilot and board game enthusiast. So, published the original game out of his garage, sold 20,000 copies, which is a huge amount. But the thing that really interested us with this game when we picked it up is that he published this back in 2010, sold out around 2013-14. A lot of it's still sold on the BGG marketplace. When we picked up the game, there is still a huge community of players playing every year during their championships, and as somebody who comes from the wargame community, where community is very important, that really drew me to it.
Yeah.
Plus the game's awesome, but we'll get to that in a bit.
Well, let's take like a 1 or 2 minute little overview,
Sure.
just in case people aren't familiar with it.
Of course. So Rallyman is unsurprisingly a driving game. What a shock, I know. Compared to other racing games though, there's a couple out which are really good. You guys had one just on before. This one, the vehicles are so comparatively powerful, we wanted to put more of an aspect, or rather Rallyman puts more of an aspect on the skill of the pilot and how much risk you're willing to take whilst going around the course. The big change from the original Rallyman is we're not in time trials anymore, so there's no staggered start, there's no time elements, we're actually doing a race. So all the cars are physically present on the track, and you have to outdrive your opponents to really get ahead up, basically. And sometimes it's not a question of going as far as possible, as fast as possible, more, well, if I put myself into this position on this corner, they then have to go around me, taking more time and more of a risk, they might spin out, all that kind of thing. The principle of Rallyman, though, is very simple. It's one dice, one zone. So you have 3 types of dice. You have your gear dice, which are the black ones, which go from 1 to 6 in this one. We have the white dice, which are for coasting, so they allow you to maintain a speed, and the yellow dice are for braking. So when you start to play, you'll be setting up your dice to show your track, or the route you want to take, basically. And then you'll be rolling the dice afterwards. Now there are a couple of things you have to pay attention to on the track. You have speed limits on the corners.
So I'm going to kind of indicate the one right here. So
exactly.
we have to slow down to 2.
That's the
Otherwise,
one.
You're
Otherwise you spin out ultimately. But you can be in second or in first. As with real driving, taking the correct lines through a corner, if nobody's hampering you once again, means you can actually go through a corner quicker. But that's up to you, whether the space is available, whether you want to take the risk, that kind of thing. Coast dice allow you to maintain the same speed, so if you're already up to 4, for example here, you can go through it on 4. Brakes allow you to drop down 2 speeds, so brake quickly. And basically you can use the dice in numerical order however you want, but you can't use the same dice twice. So if you're in 4th, you drop down to 2nd, then back up to 3, you can't be back in 4th again in the same turn.
Your transmission's not gonna...
And that is the gist of the game. But once again, the presence of other cars, the risk you have to take, because on each dice you have 4 numerical sides, which is, if you roll that, it's fine. You have warning sides as well. And depending on the tyres you're using and the weather, if you get too many warnings, you spin out.
Right.
And then we get to the risk-taking part of the game. Once you've set up your course, you throw your dice. There are 2 ways to throw them. Either you throw everything at once, which is the risky part, but if you manage it, you get focus tokens, which you can then spend later on in the game in order to not have to roll the dice and just automatically pass them.
Because you're in the zone.
Because you are in the zone. Or you can just roll the dice one by one, and then if you start to get too many warnings, you go, whoa, just ease off the accelerator a little bit there, and away we go.
I do just want to point out too that you guys have a little Easter egg towards yourself there with the little Holy Grail game logo there.
Basically, the last project we did, we foolishly did some prototype for the game with rabbits. We actually had like monuments from history, And as we didn't have the art, we didn't know exactly what form they were going to take. We drew the monuments as rabbits. So you had a Colossus Roads rabbits, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that kind of became popular. We thought, well, obviously we're going to have to squeeze this into every other game now. So, there you go.
And I think just worth mentioning as we're wrapping up that because the sport is obviously modular, that we can run around however we please.
If some people might be watching that already know the old game, so if we just touch on what's changed, that might be interesting. Just for the material, I've already explained the way the actual races work. But this has changed from rectangular boards with kind of like a hot spaghetti mess of tracks crossing each other. That's exactly what it looks like, trust me. We're now into hexagons. The scale is bigger. The cars are bigger. Don't worry, old Rallyman fans though. With the new hexagons, you can replicate all the old tracks. That's not an issue. And for the dirt fans, don't worry, we've got surprises coming up from them as well.
All right. Well, if you guys want to check that out, that is Rallyman. Oh, excellent. Thank you very much, Rallyman, which is being republished by Holy Grail Games. And Jamie, thank you for letting us
Thank you very much for having me on. Thanks, guys.